Kiara, I know you're so team-oriented to win something like this. I mean, what is the feeling like?
It's utter shock at the moment. I definitely didn't think I was going to get it. I thought there's incredible players out there that were going to easily run over the top, so I feel very fortunate that I'm allowed to wear this around my neck.
I know you weren't that nervous at the start. Did the nerves build throughout the night?
No, I was all right until I had to get up on the stage. I'm not much of a speaker, so that was probably the hardest thing.
What were your thoughts going into that final round? You were one vote and Bree didn't poll in that final game.
I'm shocked that she didn't. She's a great player. Look, I'm fortunate that I won. I got some votes and was able to draw with her, and yeah, feeling pretty lucky, to be honest.
Do you have a bit of a different role at times for you this year? You got a bit more on the outside. Do you think that helped contribute to polling a few more votes this year, getting the umpire's attention?
Hopefully. Look, Trent sent me that goal at the start of the year to try and get more of a run and get the ball in my hands a little bit more and not so much in the stoppage area. So hopefully he lets me do it again next year.
Did you ever dream you'd be winning an AFLW Best and Fairest all those years at Coastal Titans and all those junior games?
I never thought it'd be possible, so it's definitely shock going through me at the moment.
The women's game has changed so much. I mean, did you envisage it all being on this stage when you were, say, a little girl growing up? And at what point did it become a reality?
It pretty much became a reality when Gillan McLaughlin announced it. That's when it hit me. I mean, there was always talks of it and people wanting it and hoping, lots of hope. But then when it was fully announced and it was actually going to happen, at that point I go, all right, we're on here. I'm excited to hopefully get involved.
And was the hunger there to be one of the best in the comp, in the women's comp, as it grew and evolved?
I think the hunger should be there for everyone, and I know it's there for me. You always want to be the best player you can be, and yeah, I think a lot of girls are like that as well, and hopefully the young girls coming through want to be the best that they can be.
Who has inspired you along the journey?
He would love me saying this, and it's probably my big brother. He played in the Waffle when he was younger, and as a young girl I grew up watching him and wanted to kick as far as him and be as good as him. I still can't kick as far as him, but...
I mean, you're renowned as a running machine, tackling machine. I mean, is there anyone in particular that's responsible for that, or is it just your approach and sheer bloody mindedness?
Yeah, I know that I'm never going to take a big screamer. I'm too short, or I'm never going to kick a 50-metre bomb. I'd probably pop a hammy, but I can outwork people. That doesn't take much for any person. It's just what you want to put in, and so I make sure what I can put in is hard work, and that always comes to my game.
Does this make it worth all those hours rehabilitating those knees and all those injuries and then coming back and doing all those 2K time trials and leaving everybody in your dust?
I'm actually pretty lucky. I like the 2Ks and I like the gym, so no, it definitely makes it pretty bittersweet after all the time out and all the work that you do put in, but yeah, still wanting that team success and just being able to get on the park brings that bittersweetness.
We hear a lot from the blokes about how hard it is coming back through those injuries, those long stints in rehab and whatnot. But I mean, given that they have had a stack of resources around them for a long time, I don't imagine that you had those same resources in your journey back from the injuries. I mean, how difficult is it to get through those injuries?
Yeah, I mean, the first two obviously I did without Freo, and the last one I was at Freo for. And I can tell you it's completely different. The amount of time and effort and just resources they do put into you. And I was very fortunate that, obviously it happened. I'd done my knee, but they were with me every step of the way, and they are 100% the reason that I was able to come back and be a good player. So I thank them for sure.
I mean, can you appreciate how extraordinary it is to come back from that many serious injuries, particularly to outside of a sort of an elite, semi-elite level system?
Oh, I'm pretty stubborn, and I don't think no injury is going to stop me. I know it probably should. Sometimes I think it could probably stop now, but no, look, you love to play and nothing's going to stop that, even a small injury or a big injury. What are you going to do, just sit on the couch and do nothing, or just get up and do your gym session? That's my sort of philosophy in it.
I don't know if you ever bump into Fifey at all, but you're going to sidle up next to him and go, mate, you're not the only one at the club with a league best and fairest now.
No, he's too tall, he'll look down on me. Nah, look, we're great at the club, everyone gets along, and I can't wait to shake his hand and say, it does feel pretty good, mate.
I don't know if you've had a chance to check your phone or anything like that. Was anyone the first person to message you at all?
My big brother was messaging me through the count, saying that he was proud of me still, no matter what happens, and yeah, that hits hard. Just the people that message you, throughout the whole season, and that follow you along the journey.
Do you think it's something that's big for the club in itself? I mean, it's the league and the team, so young, relatively still. I mean, do you think that this is a big thing for the club?
I think it will be quite a good thing, but I definitely don't think it's the biggest thing that we're going to have in the coming years. I know that we're all striving for success, and individual success is great, but it's not what we all want. We want that team success. So we'll take this and, you know, enjoy it for a little bit and then move on.
Where's the medal going?
Probably around Del and Nate's neck for a while, and then wherever Del puts it in the house. I don't organise it.
Turbo, it was clear how much that win meant to all the girls. Do you feel proud that you've given them something to celebrate after this year?
Yeah, I mean, we will celebrate our year. You know, it was a really good year. We had a lot of good times. Towards the end, we sort of took our foot off the pedal, but we'll take a lot from this year and move on. And you know, if this little win can spark us something, then I'll take that.
But what does it mean to you knowing how much your win means to them?
They're a pretty good bunch of girls, and they get around me no matter what, if there was a medal around my neck or not. So I feel pretty privileged that they are happy for me.
And finally, what's it going to mean to you to show Nate that medal in a few years' time for him to understand what that means?
Yeah, when we lost the final, I was pretty gutted, but the most thing I was gutted because I wasn't going to make him proud, which is the weirdest thing. So hopefully I can chuck this around his neck and he's pretty proud of me when he's older. He probably will have no idea what it means, but I'll make sure to tell him.